When a funeral begins, the music is often the first thing people feel. Before the first prayer, before the first reading, and before anyone stands to speak, the music has already set the emotional tone of the room. But choosing funeral music is not just about picking favorite songs. It is about knowing when each song should be played, what emotion it creates, and how it helps guide mourners through the service. Welcome to the Funeral Channel Network, brought to you by the Funeral Program site. Today, we are talking about how to choose the right funeral music step by step. We will walk through the pacing of a funeral service, from the quiet prelude as guests arrive, to the reflection period where memories are honored, and finally to the recessional music that helps everyone gently move forward. By the end, you will understand how to create a thoughtful funeral music plan that feels personal, respectful, and emotionally steady from beginning to end. Music is one of the few parts of a funeral that can speak before anyone has found the words. It greets people, steadies the room, and helps mourners grieve together. But because it carries so much emotional weight, treating the service like a randomized playlist is incredibly dangerous. A deeply sorrowful track followed immediately by an upbeat pop hit creates emotional whiplash. It interrupts the mood of the room and can make a tender moment feel abruptly cut off. By the end of this video, you will know how to build a funeral music map. This step-by-step guide will help you intentionally pace the emotional arc of the day and avoid technical disasters. But before you select a single song, you must contact the venue or clergy. Many churches and chapels have strict guidelines regarding secular versus sacred music and whether recorded tracks are allowed during the formal liturgy. Establishing these venue rules up front prevents the heartbreak of planning a deeply personal tribute only to find out on the morning of the service that it isn't allowed to be played. Step 1 in building your blueprint is writing down a single sentence that defines the emotional promise of the gathering. It might be, "This service should feel peaceful, reverent, and faith-filled." Or, "This celebration should feel warm, personal, and grateful." A song that works perfectly for a quiet, intimate memorial might feel entirely out of place at a lively celebration of life. The emotional shape of a graveside committal is very different from a traditional church service. This brings us to the primary rule of music selection. If a proposed track does not serve your single foundational sentence, it has to be cut from the formal service. You can always play it later at the reception. Using this one-sentence filter eliminates family arguments over which song is best. Instead, it shifts the focus entirely to what function the music performs in the room. A funeral service has a natural movement that you can map out as a physical path. It contains 3 distinct emotional zones: the doorway, the heart, and the bridge. To schedule these zones, we use the funeral music map. This spreadsheet tracks the placement, the exact time or cue, the song title, the source format, and notes. The doorway is your prelude. This arrival phase needs 15 minutes of gentle music that lowers the emotional temperature and helps guests settle in. The heart is the reflection period. You need a track that holds the room's attention without rushing grief, tied to an action like a candle lighting. Finally, recessional. This closing track requires forward momentum, encouraging the audience to stand up, exit, and return to the world. Once you anchor the beginning, middle, and end, you guarantee a steady emotional progression for the guests, regardless of what stories or tributes are spoken in between. With your anchor set, you have to watch out for the surprise lyric trap. Many popular songs feature a beautiful chorus, but hide verses about romantic breakups, deep resentment, or inappropriate themes. Never rely on your memory of a favorite tune. Read the complete lyrics in silence to ensure there isn't a single line that could embarrass or shock the grieving audience. If you want to include a quirky, unconventional favorite, place it later in the service. Have the officiant provide brief verbal context before pressing play, saying, "We are closing with the song that made him smile every morning," turns confusion into immediate recognition. You also need to manage the specific timing constraints of photo slideshows. A 3-minute slideshow paired with a 7-minute unedited track will leave the room sitting in awkward silence, waiting for the song to finish. To prevent dead air, define the exact start, fade, and stop cues for your slideshow music directly on your map. Providing that verbal context and precise timing takes a seemingly random song choice and transforms it into an intentional shared memory. Even the perfect playlist can fail if the hardware isn't ready. Relying on venue Wi-Fi, streaming algorithms, Bluetooth dropouts, or unskippable platform ads is a massive risk. The golden rule of playback is to keep everything local. All recorded music must be legally acquired, downloaded as local MP3 or WAV files, and saved directly to a physical USB drive. Update your music map with the exact file format for every track, and assign a specific reliable individual to be responsible for pressing play on the venue's system. Eliminating your reliance on the internet protects the dignity of the entire event from unpredictable technical failures. Review your finalized music map document. It now contains clear cues, fully vetted lyrics, locked file formats, and a deliberate emotional flow from arrival to departure. Print exactly 3 copies of this map. Distribute them to the 3 key operators running the service: the funeral director, the service officiant, and your designated sound operator. Working from this unified plan eliminates the fear of buffering screens, awkward silences, or jarring tempo changes during the ceremony. Grief is chaotic and imperfect, and your music doesn't have to be flawless. But carefully mapping the service creates a safe, steady structure that gives the family's love and loss a unified voice. Choosing funeral music is not about creating a perfect playlist. It is about creating a meaningful path through the service. The right song at the right moment can help people enter quietly, remember deeply, and leave with a sense of comfort and peace. Before you finalize the music, check with the venue, review every lyric, confirm the timing, and make sure every track is downloaded and ready to play. A little planning ahead of time can prevent awkward pauses, technical problems, or songs that feel out of place during such an emotional day. Music gives grief a place to rest. It gives memory a voice, and when chosen with care, it can help a family honor a life in a way that feels personal, steady, and deeply heartfelt. Thank you for watching. For more helpful funeral planning guidance, memorial ideas, and tribute resources, be sure to explore our videos and visit the funeral program site. I'll see you again in the next video.